have a strong solid hand that wants to be up first. Cheryl, you can raise it now. Lamar's going to be up first, Cheryl. Hold on a second. Place, Cheryl. You can raise your hand. Evan, we want second place, Cheryl. Third place, Cheryl. You can raise your hand. Third, we got third place, Cheryl. Kings, that's time. That's time. I want you all to do is as you finish up those last sentences, as you write those complete sentences, make sure you have your punctuation and capitalization. Show me how far you are. Reggie immediately. The cook immediately. Evan, he found his way here too. Corey, I see you, sir. Jordan, I see you, King. Let's get some side celebration for King Reginald Roberts. Fastest stars, my friend, I will tell you that. You're on point guard today, sir. You get 3 turnovers, and I'm going to put you on the bench and have someone else start out. All right, so let's start it out. Make sure you finish up JJ for me. Our first share out is Kingdom. All right, let's give him some stronger support. Solid, stronger. Thank you, Braylon. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Corey. What you got, sir?
I think that what happened because salt was needed back in that time, and nobody.
Silent support.
And they gonna pay a lot of money for a lot of gold or money for the salt, and people didn't have no more salt. So that's why I think they got $88 billion for it. I don't know.
Antoine Zion, that's a strike. Sir, I like that answer, man, because basically you already remembered that Ghana had traded a whole lot of wood for that salt.
Oh, they gold. Oh,
they gold, right? I want you all to give Jamal for number two. If you were in Ghana this time, what are some things you could establish a common character debts?
Oh, I just run and then come back and try to talk to them. If they don't want me to talk to them, just run. I'm coming back here.
You work doing what?
Huh?
You work doing what?
I said I was run.
Oh, you said work. You said you were running. You said pop smoke. How you gonna leave the country? Where you gonna go?
I did it.
You gonna run to America from Africa. You can run overseas and everything.
And then if they don't want to cooperate, you gotta take it away.
But that's your country, man. I respect it though, but that's your country. What's your crew?
One.
All right, give us 2 points for relationships. One for relationships. Joey, what's your crew? Let's get 2 points for rigor too. I like the solid celebration. I like the solid celebration. Thank you. All right, let's get some strong silent support. For our second share out. A little stronger. Thank you, Jacory. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Jay-Z. King. What you got?
So, I wasn't really here for the data learning about this, but what I heard you saying to Jamar actually had me hear you talk about how they sold all their gold for salt. So meaning, if they sold all their gold, which means they were going broke, and if they were broke, they'd be in debt. So I think that's how we got $1 million in debt.
Okay. Because they'll get rid of all that gold. I respect that. Solid celebration. I like that. What's your group? Let's get 2 points to relevance. 2 points to relevance. Ours is strong. Sit up here, sir. Stronger.
What's that?
Strong. Thank you, Micah. Silent support. What you got, Pete?
So basically what I wrote was Ghana had gold, all the gold. So they wanted gold. So they traded salt just to get the gold. So to get something, they had to give something. So they gave salt to Ghana and they traded it for gold.
So they gave salt to Ghana, and in exchange, Ghana gave them what?
Gold.
Gave them gold. So that's how you think they got in $1 billion of debt. I like that. What's your, number two? If you were in Ghana at the time, what's the things you would do, Jacory, in order to establish your economy or pay off those debts? Give them support, give them support. Get that big piece of brain of yours, Jacory. What you think? How would you make some, what's another word for economy? Call it out. Call it out.
Social.
Another word for economy.
Bank.
Huh?
Money.
Huh?
Money.
Huh?
Money.
Money. So how would you establish a way of making money and paying off these debts?
I would give money to people for.
How you gonna give money to people if you need money to pay off your debts? So you gotta find a way to create money, a way to get money, acquire money. So what would be one way thing you can make money?
Work.
Work. Work how? What kind of work?
Wow.
Manage the outburst for me, sir.
Like if people need help with something to help them, then change it. I'll give money.
Like helping them do what?
Like fix their cars or
Okay.
help them paint their house
Okay, provide services.
or just build.
Okay. So either, I got you contracting work, stuff like that. I respect it. It's not a celebration. It's not a celebration for King's Court. It's not a celebration for the court. Oh, hey, come and get it for me, man. I ain't changing. I asked your mom. Thank you, son. I just did it. What room is this?
This is the one that has been
What room is this?
have kids that want to learn to read and write and build a better tomorrow.
Alright, that's the third time y'all already know. Loud and proud from the bottom of the diaphragm. No screaming. I'm asking you all to be on one accord. What room is this? Ooh, I like that one, King. I ain't gonna lie, mad energy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, King. Jacory, Jamal, what's your group? Let's get 2 points to relationships. 2 points to relationships. Thank you, sir. So, as we can see, we're looking at, call it out. Donna what? Donna what? I heard in the middle. Civilization, yes, sir. Civilization. Good job. All right, where's my awesome. You don't know how to find over zero? All right, so Kings, today we're going a little bit more into Ghana and their civilizations. So make sure you can see the board, see the TV, the monitor from where you are. Landon, hold on. Landon? This your class? All right, my bad. I need you to turn and face the board.
Jeremiah, can you see me?
Jerry, can you see me? All right, so our prior knowledge, what do we already know about the country of Ghana? Look at race strong side of the hands, Zion.
It's the richest country in Africa.
One of the richest countries in Africa, not the exact richest, but it's one of the richest. Thank you. Braylon.
It gained its independence first.
Ooh. It's one of the first countries to gain independence.
Oh, wait.
It is. Antoine. One of the most what? I think one of the smallest living countries. I have to double check on that one. What you got there, Jay? I'm coming back to you, Z. I'm gonna get someone a chance to give me an answer.
It was the most leading country.
It was the what? Most leading country in what? What's the rest of the notes, sir? Oh, that's all you got. Who can tell me what was the most leading country in?
Oh, in Africa.
Jordan.
New York.
Zion, help him out. You gotta answer that question. What was Ghana the most leading country in? Landon.
Europe.
No.
Africa.
No, it's not a place. Starts with a T.
Oh,
They're the most leading country in what? What Jamal?
they're the most big country and they're.
Starts with a T.
What's the next letter?
I thought you knew already.
I don't know.
Tradition. Trade.
Trades.
Trading.
Last one, quarter, move forward.
Ghana is the smallest in area population.
The smallest in area of population. Z, you got one more before we go on? What?
The first country that Europeans were
The first country Europeans what? The first country that the Europeans were trading in. Good job, man. That was a good one. I wanted you to say this. Alright, so what are the 5 periods of West Africa? Who can give me one? Jamal. The first one. No. What's the first period of West Africa? We learned 5 periods.
Miss Caldwell said she said her school was where she was going, she said it was Microsoft.
Mr. Small just taught us the 5 periods. He taught us the 5
So we
periods.
could go back.
I get it. I'm saying if you remember the first one, what's up? Not North Africa. Y'all got y'all notes? Some of y'all should have. I see JJ was using his notes earlier. That was smart. What is the 5 periods of West Africa? The 5 periods of West Africa. You got one? What's the first period? Y'all was on it last week for sure. Maybe before that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter?
She said BAM. BL. I'm not a she.
Yeah, man. It's okay. Manage your outbursts for me, Z.
BL.
So, I think that's an answer to a different part of the question. I think that's an answer to a different part of the question. I want y'all to think about, remember we talked about slavery, we talked about trading, we talked about, what you got?
And one of them right in the West Africa?
Say again?
West Africa?
The 5 periods of West Africa. Anybody else? Y'all don't have it in your notes? South Africa. We're looking for the 5 periods. Hold on, touch your head right. East. Alright, we're gonna have it. We're gonna go back. So who can tell me, who remind me what culture is again?
Culture is where culture, you said culture? Culture is where culture is where it's a group of people representing something. Like, okay, so look, we can have pets culture, we can have shoes cultures. It's like people can represent what they're wearing and name their culture.
People can represent what they're wearing in their culture. Or they can represent their culture by what they wear. That's what you're trying to say. Like, give me an example. Like what?
Like shoe culture, like hat culture, like bod culture.
So what would be an example of a black cultural shoe, right?
Jordan.
Jordans. All right. Thank you, sir. You want to add on? What's up, real quick? Hairstyles, right? Like natural hair, braids, locks, twists, stuff like that, afros, for sure.
Right?
Yes, sir. Very much so, right. All right, so our learning topics. Cultural life, economy, arts, and people. Okay, these are things we're going to be focused on learning today, okay?
Easy.
It is easy, actually. So, the cultural life, you see the flag, right? That's the flag. It's called the flag of Ghana. It's usually on the wall. We had to take it down for testing, though.
Why?
Because we had to take a lot of information on the walls now.
But nobody in that class was testing me.
Who can read the first line for me? Corey.
Ghana has a rich indigenous
Indigenous.
culture.
Ghana has a rich indigenous culture. Who thinks they know what indigenous means? Let me see a strong and silent hand. Jordan. Hold on. Silent support. What do you think the word indigenous means?
I think it means, well, I think indigenous, it means,
Give me support, Kings. Give me support. Indigenous. What do you think it means? We're not talking. Oh, say present. What did you say?
You said,
A person? Indigenous. There are indigenous people, but we gotta define what indigenous means. Landon, that's coming to you, Jamal.
Indigenous means strong.
Means strong. Looking for another word.
powerful.
I'm trying to take all the answers. What you got?
Indigenous means like, you see that black man right there? Like, that's like, he's like a king, but he's basically the chef. So, I mean, he's the chief. So he got the power of the people because he knows the laws and they barely know the laws. That's why they follow all the chief. And then the king and the chief works for the king. And the king got nobody that works for it. And the king is the most powerful right on earth. That's the
So it sounded like Jamal just explained to us a hierarchy. A hierarchy of the government, like who's in charge, who's next under that, and like kind of making that, right? So that's more like a hierarchy. But I like that though. I like that. You're definitely thinking. So I want you to think, Kings, indigenous. Indigenous means like original, right? Like Native Americans here are called indigenous people to America because they were the original people here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Did Christopher Columbus really discover America?
Yeah.
Was he the first person here?
No.
No. Who was here before him?
who was Chris?
No, Lucy.
Well, he didn't see Lucy. That was a long time ago.
Who was Chris?
I don't know.
So, was anybody here in America when Christopher Columbus discovered it? Was there any people already here, JJ? Were there any people already here in America when Christopher Columbus discovered it? Were there any people here?
Yes.
I'm gonna come to you, Zion, if you don't hit part.
It was. I'm trying to find out how to say the word.
What?
It started with a A.
Hey, what people were here
A.
when Christopher Columbus got to
No,
America?
A name it in the
Who did he see? Record. Put your hand down. It was still new. I'll come to you next time. Send your chorus and support. Send your support. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, Reggie. Think about what people were here in America when Christopher Columbus discovered it. Zion, what you got?
The old lady in
I already told y'all the answer. I don't know how
the
y'all.
old lady in the United Kingdom.
Nope.
Oh, my girl.
Nope.
Oh, gosh. It might be a long one, but, her name is. It's American. Christian Ronaldo. Native American.
Out loud. So Native Americans were indigenous people to America. So indigenous, they were the original people that was here in America. Capiche? Alright, so I'll read the second one. The peoples of Ghana have many affinities with their French-speaking neighbors. Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo. Now, who can raise a strong and silent hand and tell me what they think the word affinities mean? Reggie.
Protect.
Not quite protect, Brandon.
I think if you, what's the word again?
Affinities comes from the
Affinity?
root word affinity.
Why you walking around?
It sounds like they have like
Actually the exact opposite. What you got?
Oh, they get along.
They get along with them when you get along. I'm just giving you a second warning. So if there's somebody that
Who did that?
if there's somebody that you get along with really well, how do you feel about that person?
Right. Lovely.
Huh? And how would you? Okay, but how would you feel about a person that's like a brother to you?
Oh.
What would be an emotion attached to that?
Homie.
Starts with an L. Love or like a affinity. You have an affinity. Mr. Jones has an affinity for basketball. I like basketball a whole lot. So I have an affinity for basketball. So affinity means like, or an affinities, plural, as they used it, is what?
Like a lot. Like a lot.
Well, more than one like. Right. So it's more than one thing that they like. All right. The next one, strong sign hand for the next one, Jamal, third one.
In all parts of the country, the cultural heritage is closely linked with
The religion.
the religion and
Hold on.
institution of
I shouldn't hear voices.
right. Chief and city.
Chieftaincy.
Chieftaincy.
All right, and chieftaincy is often, what's that H word? Read out loud.
Hereditary.
Close.
Hereditary.
Pronounce it all out.
Hereditary.
Hereditary. Hereditary. Hereditary. So for 3 points for your crew. I'm gonna wait for Jordan. For 3 points for your crew. Look where your strong and silent hand. Tell me what the word hereditary is. Oh, your hand is down.
Hereditary means
Hereditary.
like
Always feel time, not quite. I want y'all to think hereditary stems from the root word inherit. Inherit. Jamal, what you think? Can Anthony help him?
I said
Oh,
Evan.
Evan, my bad.
Anthony did.
Fourth grade, no. So do that.
So the word inherit means to get after someone passes away.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't hear voices. I should only hear Evan's voice. Say it one more time if you know.
Now look at the root word inherit. That means when someone passes away or dies, you take whatever she gave you in the will.
Ooh, hey, I gotta give you 4 points. It's your crew. Let's give 4 points. Let's give 4 points to Reverend. Thank you for our celebration. Jordan, I want you to put your crew up. I want to give 2 points to your crew too. Let's give 2 points to Rigger. Question. It is. You got an assist.
1 point. Yeah, 1 point.
No, it's an assist. It's great. It's a great team building.
Rebound.
So hereditary is basically when you are gifted something to you after someone passes away. And I want you to think, if someone passes away, you could inherit, I don't know, a house, a car, or some money, stuff like that. But that's what inherit means. Capiche?
A boss.
Jeremiah, what does inherit mean?
Oh, that's boy.
Silent support. I shall only hear silent support.
Maya.
What you got? What you think?
Not throwing up.
All right.
It don't feel good, Mr. Jones.
Well, maybe he should say something to
Don't
me.
throw up.
He say that in class all the time. All right, so. From silent hand only. You can read the first definition for me.
Second one.
Antoine.
First,
Second one.
the state or
Chieftaincy.
the state or position of being the leader of a person or player.
So, Evan, what's the definition of chieftaincy?
State of, is the state of position of being, what the state
The
of being?
state or position of being the leader of the people or clan. So what's an example of a chieftain? Where?
Like the president or the chief, no, the chieftain, the chieftaincy?
The chieftaincy, what's an example?
An example of the chieftaincy is where he like leads the country or
I'm listening. What's an example of a chieftaincy? I think you was on the right path the first time.
like a president or
Yeah, a president. That's a president, the vice president. Basically anybody that's in a position of being the leader of people.
like over regular.
Even like the mayor. The mayor would be the chieftaincy of the city.
I don't know how to say that.
Or the key appeal for around people. Question? Actually, we're a little short on time because our class is a little short today.
Yes, sir.
So, can you read the next part for me? Affinities. Affinities.
A spontaneous or natural liking or sympathy for someone or something.
So what's an example of something you have an affinity for? What's something you have an affinity for? It's cool. I like it. I like that. Thank you, sir. All right, my next one. Thomas Salahan, Micah, read hereditary.
A title, office, or right conferred by or based on inheritance.
Now, what's an example?
Like, I'm not sure, like my grandma died or something. Like, and she left some stuff that for like me or my sister or something.
Yeah.
Inheritance.
That's what's called hereditary. Okay? Hereditary. But I want you to think specifically, Micah. I want you to think specifically. When it says a title, I want you to think like, hold on. I want you to think how the prince inherits the kingdom when the king dies. The prince inherits kingship once the king dies. So he inherits this what? Of the T. The title of what?
Being the
Starts with the K.
kingdom. Okay.
After the king dies. Does that make sense?
No.
So Zion, what part don't you get?
About the kingdom.
Who can help Zion really quick? Evan.
So, if a king died and the
Man, you just switch it back, man.
become inherit the kingdom because his mom stays as queen, and you can't have a woman be the king because she'll be the queen, so we take the next one in line to take the king's place.
So you said the next person in line, when he dies to take that role, take that title, is gonna be the prince. So he inherit that position of the king when the king dies. It goes to the oldest prince.
But you're gonna take the king's role?
Well, it's called, see, he's being inherited, the king's role.
Oh,
So the
that
king
means
has to
it's-
die,
that's
and then
enough.
he gets it.
Oh, okay. I got one. That's that then.
He got it, he got it, he got it.
Oh. Can I show an example though?
For
I'm good,
Jeremiah?
I'm good.
Oh, he done. I mean,
Yeah,
if he didn't feel what he should have said something to me.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, so this is your turn. This is your, I'm gonna wait. All right. This is your turn to talk. What are some qualities do you need to have in order to be a great leader? You got 45 seconds. Go. What are some qualities you need to have in order to be a great leader? Level one.
Skill.
15 more seconds. Five, four, three, one. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Antoine. Waiting on a couple. Waiting on a couple. Thank you, Braylon. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, Jeremiah. Kings. Let me just try to tell Andy, what are some things I talked about?
So what me and JJ talked about was you shouldn't do like illegal stuff or just don't like if a law says like don't oh god that's all.
You all right? Take your time. Just use your word. Citizen support. Right.
No,
Go ahead. Citizen
So
support.
what me and JJ talked about was
Solid support.
oh god so not to do like illegal stuff and not to just take people's money for no reason since you like president or something
Right.
and don't be a follower.
Yo, I like that. I like that. Bray, what's your crew?
Well, you
I want to get 2 points to Rigger for the Brazilian.
Rigger.
So, that's your outburst. So Braylon said, yo, a good leader should be a person, it's Rigger, should be a person that's not doing illegal stuff. He shouldn't be breaking the laws if he's in charge, right? And what else did he say? He shouldn't be corrupt. He shouldn't, he shouldn't take people's money if it's not the right thing to
And
do.
you shouldn't be
And don't be a follower, because you gotta do what?
I would say that.
You gotta
Leader.
lead. You gotta lead. Jamal,
Me and Micah and
citizen
Marion.
support.
What me, Micah, and Marion talk about is like that's saying like you gotta lead, you can't make bad trades, you gotta support your country, and you gotta spend your money wisely, and you gotta do certain things wisely, and if it's gonna help your country, if it's gonna help your country, and they think it's best for them, and you think it's best for them, you can do that trade, and that's saying if you
I got you. You gotta make wise trade. You gotta make wise decisions, right? Make wise decisions when it comes to trading. Hold on. Wise decisions when it comes to My bad.
And that's saying if you and her, that's saying if you and her, and I was the oldest, Mary was the second oldest, he's the third, I go up to King, and then I'm like 12, I go up to 21, but I'm still normal because I'm the king. All I gotta do is say, I turned 21, because that's what happens, like, when you,
So you saying sometimes when you become a certain age,
you go up.
you can go up in rank and stuff like that. I got you. I like that.
All that
Thank you.
responsibility.
And thank you for allowing me to let you finish, because I didn't know that you wanted to answer as well. Well, your crew put it up. 2 points for his crew. Make sure he gets it, Reg. All right, Jacora, what you got, sir? We want to take one more, maybe.
What you need to be a king is have responsibility and the skill to do so.
Yeah, you gotta be responsible, and you gotta be able to perform the job. All right, Evan, we're gonna move forward.
You have to know what it takes to be a leader, how to be a leader. Know when something has gone long enough, with something that's bad and good, and all out, you have to have a voice in life, because if you don't have a voice in life, people won't listen to you, they won't hear what you have to say.
Sheesh. Mic drop. E, put that crew up, E. I got 4 points for your crew. Very much insightful. Give some of my voice clap once. Give some of my voice clap twice. Give some of my voice clap 3 times. Give some of my voice snap twice. So, rural and urban Ghanaian culture. I want y'all to take a quick second or two to take a look at the pictures. Right? Jeremiah, can you see them? Can you see them? Take a look at the pictures and see what you'll see that's different in the pictures, right? And I'm gonna start the first one. Just like in West Africa, Ghana is also split into 2 different zones. For 2 points for your crew, a strong silent hand only. Tell me which zone is the bottom zone. Landon. Is that going to be rural or urban? Rural or urban, the bottom?
Oh, that's urban.
Urban. If we agree on the bottom is urban, thumbs up. Go. If you disagree, thumbs down. I see thumbs up in the back. I see thumbs up in the back again. What you got, dude? Who's high? All right, thumbs up. What you got, your cord? Thumbs down.
Oh.
Solid celebration, yes, sir.
Hey, no, you
It's the truth. Did it sound my voice clap once? Did it sound my voice clap twice? Did it sound my voice snap 2 times? All right, what's your crew, Landon? Let's get 2 points of ribbon. Just like these 2 zones follow different cultures. For example, traditional social values such as respect for elders, Antoine, and the veneration of dead ancestors are generally more evident among the rural country up here, but not so much in the urban cultures. So what that means basically is in the rural cultures they're going to honor the dead a little differently. If someone passes away, they have a more traditional ceremony. They have more traditional rituals, JJ. They're going to mourn a little bit longer because it's the rural area. Hold on. Versus the suburban area, which is like I said suburban versus the urban area, which they have your funeral, they have your wake, they have your burial, and it's right. It's over. It's like, life goes on, right? So, quick question.
So they're gonna okay, so if someone dies, if they don't know, they're gonna act. Okay, so if someone dies and someone don't know them. Okay, so look.
I want you to know, and here, it's like a village, right? Like everybody knows, it's like everybody in your cohort, right? It's not no one in your cohort you don't know. It's kind of like a small village. I want you to think about it's like a village, right? So everybody kind of like either family or close friends. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, I got a question. So if someone is coming.
Hold on, how do you ask the question? What's up?
Okay, so look, imagine this is a random person coming down, something like that, like. Okay, so if the person comes down.
So random people usually if you're a random person, you come over to this village, why you coming? To visit. To visit. You coming to either visit somewhere or to trade.
So look,
So if you're not from the village, they're gonna usually make sure you get to where you're from so they can bury you.
No, I know, but look, okay, so if I'm coming down and I hear that someone's dying and I gotta mourn, like I gotta like honor the death.
Mhm.
But I have to honor the dog even though I don't know.
It depends on what the culture is. Like in that village, everyone kind of shuts it down for that day, right? And like no trading, no working. You gotta kind of honor your tradition. Make sense? Don't worry about it. I got it. All right. So there are also two differences between the urban. Oh, you gotta go. Who was? Show me how far you are. You know what? Michael Valdez, come on, man. Fast, but he was like one of the first ones early. He was a strike, that's what I'm doing. So these are also differences between the urban and rural populations in dress and eating habits. There are also differences between how they dress and how they what? Eat, and how they eat. So the food's gonna be different, the clothes gonna be different as well. The last one, why do you think rural Ghanaians take their social values more serious than urban Ghanaians? Strong side of the hand. Why do you think rural Ghanaians take their social values more seriously than urban Ghanaians? Why do y'all think that? Somebody raise strong side of the hand. Thank you for it.
Can you say it one more time?
Why do you think the rural Ghanaians, the rural Ghanaians, why do they take their social values more serious than the urban Ghanaians?
I think they take it more serious is because they don't wanna they just wanna have responsibility and lead like people that doesn't have some responsibility.
They say they want to have responsibility. Now you're talking about the urban, living in the rural, they want to have responsibility. I guess I can see what you're saying. They're a little bit more responsible for their traditional cultures and their values and beliefs, and they have more traditional beliefs. I like that. I'm gonna give a point for this group. Put your crew in the air, make sure our point don't miss it. All right, Kings. Moving forward. Let me hear you say, what's that word?
What's that?
Social values. Social values. The quantification of the relative importance that people place on the changes they experience in their lives. Social values, the quantification of the relative importance that people place on the changes they experience in their lives. Who can make that, make it more simple? All right, who can put that in their own words? Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what quantification means, but I'm gonna find it out. Okay, so what I think quantification means, quantification. Okay, I'm gonna just do my example. I'm gonna do my example of quantification, and then I'm gonna do the example. Well, my example of quantification is, it's like.
Well, you know that word. You don't know that word, right?
But I'm trying to figure it out.
By using your context clues.
Okay, so what I think after I solve the quantification is, I'm gonna do like put in my own words, right? Quantification is like.
Just think about this part. The relative importance that people place on the changes.
The relative.
I can put that in our own words, Ken.
Okay, so like the
The
relative.
relative importance
Oh,
that people
siblings.
place on the changes they experience in their lives.
Siblings.
Siblings. No, I know you heard relative, you start thinking about relative related to. I want you to think about relative importance is like.
Love and love.
No, I'm explaining it to you. It's like, Relevance.
Relevance?
Yeah.
I never give up. Wait,
Oh.
Relevance is, I
Here's-
matter
so
is
here's-
this matter.
Yeah, that doesn't.
yeah, okay, so look. Okay, so look.
Give me a moment. So social values is basically how important. So that's you know what that means.
I'm ready.
How important, like what level of importance that people place to change the experience in their life, right? Just like if my mom dies or my dad dies or something like crazy, how important that's going to be a change in my life, right? Or if I graduate college, if I get another job, if I get a business. Social values are how we place these things and changes in people's lives, right? And if you join the church, different things like that. What does it mean to value something? Really quick.
To value something means to care and love.
To care and love something. Antoine, let that turn my book up.
Yeah.
Let's stop that, please, sir. All right, veneration is. Who's gonna tell what veneration means?
Generation?
JJ.
Great respect
Reverence. Reverence.
Reverence.
We'll learn to do that. Reverence.
Oh, be for real.
No, I want you to learn this new word. Reverence.
Very. Bro.
Rever.
Like Trevor from.
Relax, stop talking. Like rever. Like the word ever with an R in front. Rever. Rents. Now, great respect and reverence means like honor, right? You know how like you don't like try to disrespect the dead, stuff like that? Like honor the dead, stuff like that. All right. Now, who or what would you show veneration to? Jacory.
Like, my family and my friends and teachers.
I like it. All right. Next slide. Ghana's economy before independence, the government's role was confined mainly to the provision of such basic utilities as what? Water. What else? Electricity. What else? Railways. What else? Roads and postal services. So I want y'all to remember these are different things that they did for the economy, all right? Agriculture, commerce, banking, and industry were almost entirely in private hands, with foreign interests controlling the greater share in all of them, except
Where are you at?
the second one. Controlling the greater share. Agriculture. So what's that mean about agriculture and its importance to Ghana's economy?
Okay, so agriculture means that it was in so it was private, right? And it was in someone's hands, so it was private and someone could own it. And the owner of agriculture probably it's a foreign interest controlling the greater share of like that. So what I think it means is that someone tried to sell agriculture to another person, and then more people tried to come up and try to buy agriculture, but it was all sold out. So the person that bought it just bought it. And
I like it. You are halfway there. I like it. I like it. Z. Class, really quick. What does foreign mean? Right.
I've heard this word, and they use it like this. You have a foreign language or foreign accent.
So, I like that. So what would that mean, that foreign would be? I'll give him some support. I think you already got it.
Like different or
Different what? I still hear you. I'm trying to ask you to stop talking.
different culture or
I know. I see it. So different what? Different culture because you're from a different what?
country or
Yeah, say it again.
country.
Say it again.
Country.
Country. So, agriculture, commerce, and banking. Hold on. like Mario or whatever, please go outside the door, you know? Go outside the door, bro. Like, for real, have some respect. For real. Because we don't want to smell your gas, bro. All right, so respectfully. Agriculture, commerce, business, and industry. Just calm down, man. We're almost entirely in private hands with what kind of interest? So what's that mean? Who was controlling that? Who's controlling that stuff? Was it their country or another country? Another country, right? But they was controlling almost everything, but except for what? So who controlled most of Ghana's agriculture? Who? Somebody said it.
No, I said no. He took Ghana.
Say it again.
I got Ghana.
So Ghana was controlling most of their own agriculture, but that was it. Most of the other countries were in control. Once Ghana became independent, they put together many of their own. Once Ghana became independent, they put together many of their own agriculture and industry businesses. But this soon came to an end due to poor planning and the what? And the what? Administration, putting Ghana $1 billion. That's tough, right? So here's your turn to talk. Here's your turn to talk. I'm awake. What if strangers stormed into your house and demand their space there? And you now only have control over part of the house. Like, let's say they said you only could stay in the bathroom. You got the rest of the house. Our house, man. How would you feel? And what would you do? 45 seconds, turn and talk. Go. Number one. 15 seconds left. Keeping our hands to ourselves. 0, back at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was me one more time. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Kings. Thank you, Kings. You always trying to start hands. Tell me what you guys went over. Brandon, we'll start with you.
So, what I said was, I'm start boxing. Nobody gonna take over my house, cause I have to pay that rent. I have to pay the bill. So.
You said you're gonna start boxing?
Yeah.
But Brandon, what if it's me up in there? All right, I like it. Joy, what you got?
On my house.
You gonna throw him out your house? You can barely throw a football. How you gonna throw a grown man out your house? How you gonna throw a whole grown man out your house? Well, how would it make you feel though?
Good.
I want to hear Jordan's voice. How would it make you feel though if somebody came in and was like, yo, you gotta live in the basement now. You gotta get about it. You go live in the closet, bro. How would it make you feel, right?
I'm coming out the closet.
So how would that make you feel?
They want to kill him.
If you would want to kill him?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would be like, hold on, man, this is my house. Lana, what you got? Coming to you next year.
What I would do is I apply AR-15, and I start shooting him because he's not gonna come up to my house.
I don't get off of that.
Where you gonna get the gun at?
Boy, you're not even for the AR.
My man Lana said he gonna meet dollars with dollars. Here's some of my voice clap 1. Here's some of my voice clap 20. Here's some of my voice clap 2 times. So, my man said he gonna protect what's his.
Yeah.
You gonna go get the AR and say, here we go. I ain't
Hey, y'all.
mad at it. I get it. Like, I ain't trying to swear.
But he would do that. That's every gun, bro.
Alright, JJ, what you got?
Alright, so that's another break in my
Hold
house.
on.
What I'm gonna do is, you better know how to slot box. If you got a slot box, or if it's you, I'm getting me a shotgun. I'm giving you a shotgun right in now. I'm giving you I'm giving you a pistol with some person so I can go back in and shoot him. I need a duffel.
I mean, real rap. I'm gonna be honest. If somebody breaks into your crib, I don't let they try to slap you. Jeremiah, what you got? Come to you next, Jeremiah.
So, if somebody was broken into my house and I had to go live in that dog basement, that's loud. Nah, when I think somebody is, I always keep my airsoft pistol in the dresser.
Yeah, air assault. Alright, Jamal, bring us on home, King.
So you know that if you come in my house, like you know the door gonna be automatically locked. So if you come in, you gotta do something to the door to get at, right? And then I'm in here, you know, black man. We gonna come investigate, and then we gonna go right back up there. You come messing with me, I'm gonna get that Glocky.
Lucky,
Strap. I respect you. Get some of my voice clap twice. Get some of my voice. Clap 3 times.
He said 3, not 15.
Okay.
No, stop.
It's alright. I got plenty of stars to do. How did they pay the debt off? What? They never saw your hand first. Yeah, guys. Like some artifacts and gold. Jamal, come to you, bro.
Oh, I got one. Hey, I'm about to drop a peel, bro. Drop a bomb, right? So the salt they didn't use, they're gonna put it somewhere safe, right? And when they ask for their debit, give them all that salt that they did not use.
All used salt. Go ahead and put that back on the market. I like that. That actually is really
I
good.
like that, dude.
But they traded a lot of gold for that salt, so they can get their gold and some other bread back. I mean, that's pretty smart. I like that. What's your crew, man? That was pretty innovative. Let me get 2 points for a relationship. What's up with that? Fred, what you got, sir?
What I
Hold
thought,
on, Z.
So what I thought was, I wait.
JJ, I can hear you. I'm gonna say, you don't care?
You can say
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I can't hear you. Damn, I'm used to it. What you got, Brett?
So I think was, said, this just popped in my head, I don't even think it's right. But what I think was, they didn't pay it, because they need their own independence. Yeah, that's what.
So you think they was just like my man Jamal was like, man, run up off the flood twice, man, forget you in that bit, I'm out. Right? Just run. Right? Escape. Alright, I see you. JJ, what you got?
I didn't think it.
Yeah, how did it pay it off?
If I knew some people, some time security, and then they rob everybody.
They will hire security and then rob people with that security they just hired.
What?
I'm trying to, no, relax. I'm just trying to know what it says.
So if they don't do any hours, but when they not home.
No, so we're talking about how Ghana paid their $1 billion bill. Hold on, King. So, we're not talking.
They're probably trading for it, so it was people started getting blood.
So kind of like what Jamal start trading this off after gold. No?
They just traded, they got money.
So you saying trade what? You're saying trade some of the other soft for gold, right?
Oh, wait, go ahead.
No, I got Jeremiah. He had a strong song. What you got, Jay?
Come on, like, God is rich. God is the second richest continent.
Maybe not second, but it's top 5. But so what they do? How they pay it off then? Because I mean, $1 billion in debt. That's still $1 billion.
They just
So I'm asking Jeremiah. So how did they pay it off? Since they rich, how? Tell me how. What they do?
God, I think God
Send them support. Can you send them support?
I think God had to trade something for himself.
So you said you think Ghana had to trade some things or sell some things? Like what?
So what?
Oh, come on, all that stuff you know about Ghana?
So what? Wait.
Manage our question. All right, so next slide. I want you to think about that. Though. I want you to think about what it was. So, who can read it out loud? Call it out.
Mass and concentration.
You call it.
Mass and concentration. Mass and concentration.
1, 2, 3.
You know what it says.
Mass
Incarceration.
incarceration.
And
You hear some of my voice clap once? You hear some of my voice clap twice? If you can start my voice, snap 3 times. All right, who can raise the strongest silent hand and tell me what they think mass incarceration means? Raylan, I saw yours first. Shakur, I'm going to you next.
I think
Send them
mass
support. Send them support.
incarceration is they hid or like Jamal said they hid or they just ran.
Nah, we're looking for a different one. I like the attempt though. Marion, coming to you. What you got, sir? Mass incarceration. What do you think that means?
Basically, interactive means everybody a bunch of people in one space that's locked up with things too bad.
King, I get that. Hey, say it one more time. Say it one more time for people in the back.
I think it means it's a big part of people for them to do something bad.
So, King, that is perfect. I want to say that is perfect. Silent celebration, King. Silent celebration. What's your clue, sir? Big 4 times. Let's give 4 points to big 4 times. And Kings,
44. It's right there.
this is a root word. Who would say that? Who knows?
Massive.
Massive. So mass is a root word which means many.
Yes.
Mass means many. Right? Incarceration is the root word of incarceration is incarcerate, which is, who knows what it means? Call it out.
Raiding? To arrest.
Arrest.
Arrest?
So, mass incarceration,
Means arrest.
many
To
are arrested. Because incarceration is the process of arresting. All right, next.
The process of arresting and the process of jailing.
Incarceration
Is in jail.
What is it? What
That
is
means
it?
so it's to jail, not to arrest.
It's the same thing.
They're a little different, sir.
Well, you can be arrested. They're a lot different. They're a lot different.
To jail.
The way to be in jail means to.
But when you see all boys,
Thank you.
But no, it-
All right, so another one of the ways that they pay that debt off is to what? Increase agriculture. So, who can raise strong side hand and tell me what that means in your own words? Michael.
They do more agriculture.
They do more. I so what's that, I mean, what's that mean? They do more what?
Farming.
They do more farming, they plant more crops. So here's your activity to the team, here's your activity. In your groups, we're gonna use poster paper, and you're gonna create your own country, and you will need to provide your country's name, country population, culture, agriculture, and you gotta determine whether it's gonna be rural or whether it's gonna be urban, okay? So while y'all desks are in disarray right now, I'm not sure. I'll give you 5 seconds to fix that. So, I don't need any call out or any count. Group 1, this is my group 1. Group 2, this row is my group 2. Group 3, this is my group 3. Y'all my group 4.
Four sheets?
You know what it means? You know what it means? You know what it means? Well, she's number 0 and 5. 4, she's number 0 and 3. 2, oh, 1. Magic game. Magic. So, what you're gonna do, how many we got so far?
We only got 1, 6 groups.
Alright, so,
You gotta get some more.
group 1. Group 1. This first row. This first row, this is our paper. That's all for us. So Landon, Jeremiah, let's just start again. I said we're in our seats to level 0, right? Manage your mic, manage your mouth, bro.
Who's the other, two? I did 4 groups.
All right, now we still have 4 groups. So
Man, what's your
group
name?
1, this is you. All right, this is your row.
No. No, wait.
You know, Mark, you know.
Where were you at?
Okay, put it here.
Put it right here like last time.
That's what I was doing. Guys, this was recording the whole time. This was recording us.
Oh. So that's all you.
So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on it, right?
He watching us.
Why are you scared of
You
it?
got a marker?
Cause he watched.
Hey, you got a marker?
Nah.
Hey,
Get a marker from the front.
Y'all get the mic.
So remember, what you're doing, right?
Landon.
I'm away.
Got one?
What's your principal on it?
So what we're doing, Kings? 3, 2,
ask him for this.
1.
That's the one.
So, I'm gonna do this one more time. 3, 2, 1. Kings, what you're doing is you're coming up with a name for your country. You're coming up with the population of your country. Who knows what population means? How many people live there? You're coming up with a culture to your country. Right? What kind of music y'all listen to? What kind of arts y'all into? Right? What kind of clothes do y'all wear? What kind of foods do you eat? I'm not asking a question. You also, what kind of crops are you going to plant? What kind of foods are you going to plant? That's your agriculture. What are you going to plant? And is your country a rural country? It's kind of like maybe more desert, maybe more country, open field, or is it an urban? Is it an urban country? Where it's more city, it's more buildings and skyscrapers. Kings, go.
But what's the name of our country? Make it sound responsibility and like just come up with it. No, that's not the name.
It's not a real name.
No, sir.
And it's not gonna be really that good. People just gonna be saying what's your name.
You gotta work with somebody.
Come on, we gonna all think of this together. What's your last name?
Got two.
Is it Minnie? Alan.
Said what? So you're not getting 100%? Was that first grade?
So wait, C A. Nah, name. No, we gonna call it. Red.
Come on,
Wait,
find a way. Oh, you working with them? Work with them. Work with mine. I want you to get a good participation.
You riding with us?
Yes.
We find it.
What you doing, Landon?
Hey, write your name. No, write it right here. Don't write it something.
Hey, Mr. Jackson, what is she doing?
Okay, we gonna have to come up with a name though. That's the funny.
Mr. Jackson, what is she?
What's that?
What the poster boy, you got one more?
Yeah, right there.
Get a name for your country.
Our name is.
What's the name of your country?
No, we make the name. No,
So the first thing you create is the name of your country.
country name is.
If you don't have all of these things, Kings, you're gonna be missing out.
I'm just putting.
You're great. You're getting great.
I'm a Kingstown. No, you want. Antoine, why did you put name there? We three. That. Yeah, that's the name of our Kings. Oh, no, let me see. I got some. Kingstown. Kingstown.
Yeah.
King.
I thought a king.
How about we call it Kingston?
No. Wait. He said that too. So it's gonna be.
So the first thing
I
you're
thought it
creating
was
is the name of your
that's on
country.
me. That's on me.
Wait, how do you
What is your country gonna be called?
Kingstown. K-I-N-G-S-T-O-W.
Hold on, let me do it.
I'll do it. Let me do it.
I'm gonna write down.
No, I get to write it since I made this.
Cross that out. Cross that out. You could have just put town under Kings. So now you gotta write Kingstown again. I mean Kings again. Town. Why do you do that? Because Kingstown. You gotta put the little thing. Kingstown.
Hey, oh, Mr. Joseph.
Ours gonna have. Yeah. See, that's right. The whole time. Gonna have. Whole time.
Wait. Population.
It's terrifying.
That bitch don't play on for an hour.
I'm doing population.
God dang.
Hold on. For
Country population.
Yeah, it's been recorded.
Agriculture. Rural or urban.
Watch out.
Part of your culture.
Popularity. Yeah, population 3. Population.
Go, bruh.
Population 4. Yeah, so look, we got Kingstown, huh?
population and culture.
No,
Culture.
Oh, no. Here's the right name. That's his behind mine, so he's gonna get No, let him write it.
You wanna go to a different?
Yeah, because y'all doing
Go ahead, go to a different.
I'm not trying to do it.
Derek, Reggie.
what?
Oh, you found the group already? Reggie working with y'all?
Culture. It's culture.
Okay, Mr. Population 4.
Mr. Joe. My Joe's been recording this the whole time. This ain't been on for an hour. Yes, bro.
He's been recording us.
This ain't been on for an hour.
It doesn't matter. Come on, man.
Culture.
Culture. An hour? It's culture, so
It's
our culture is black citizens. Black citizens.
Black love.
Black people and white people. No. Black citizens. Wait, black.
white people don't mess with
Jeremiah, man.
Black love. Black love.
Cause remember how white people put black people in slavery?
Yes.
One more time.
And we wanted
So, King, I need everybody. Everybody.
we put white people in slavery.
So, Kings, here's the deal. I didn't tell y'all, but y'all getting graded on this, right? So, there are 5 parts. There are 5 parts. There are 5 parts.
Also,
Make sure your poster
each of us has to do
one
one.
of every part.
I don't really know
That's
what
how
we're
you
doing.
get graded.
It's your cord.
Go.
I mean, can you tell me what we're doing?
I see something that got some cool country names.
Switch.
No.
So the third one's our
How many people in your country?
Our culture.
Nothing happened. Y'all, when are y'all gonna tell me what to do?
People in your country.
Y'all know what we're doing.
Is that a crown?
Yeah. Because I think it's
Oh, that's our flag.
Yeah.
That's our flag.
So who's gonna tell me what to do? Cause I don't know what to do.
Okay, so we're making our own country.
Bet.
I mean culture. So
Bet.
ours is called. Okay, so we're doing 3. Our name is called Kingstown. This is our flag. It's a crown. And so
Each of us has to do one since it's 5 parts and it's 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, since it's 5 of us. We each have to do a part.
I did the portrait. No, I did the portrait. You did this one.
No,
I did the portrait.
flag. I named it dang.
I did the portrait because I said black.
What did
I
you
said
say?
black.
Stop. Alright. Okay, you did one? You did one?
I did the name. Bro, I did the name. I did the flag.
You did the population? Okay, yeah.
Bro, I'm doing everything. I'm carrying.
Oh, you're
you
not.
don't even let
I
us
did
do
the
anything.
portrait.
Bro, that's it.
Go. You're not letting They have to let us do.
What's your country's name?
Kingston.
It's our flag.
What's our population? 4, okay. Culture, black love, I like it.
Alright, what else do we have to do?
It's on the TV.
Wait, I'm gonna go see.
Culture,
Big. Oh, what's on my head?
agriculture, rural,
Let me do it.
I'm doing agriculture. I'm doing agriculture.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna be doing the last one.
3, 2, 1. I want everybody to stop what they're doing. I want everybody to stop what they're doing. And your voices are off. This is what I need you to do. Y'all two right here, no recess. Y'all two, no recess. This is what I need you to do. I need you to pick up your items off the floor, put the desks back in the row where they belong, quietly.
I'm taking them back.
I don't want to hear. Look.
Number 0.
We did that. We got our name Kingstown. Population.
No.
We even made a
No,
flag. Our
no.
culture is black love.
Okay, y'all don't want to go to lunch and y'all don't want to go outside. Got you.
Wow.
I got you.
Mr. Jones, here you go.
Sit down, Reggie. Sit down, Reggie. You're going to need your book to go to lunch.
I see now reading.
Derek, come on up to lunch, Derek, with your book. You're the only one reading. The only one that's clean.
Your books should be turned on the desk. The composition books should be turned on the desk.
I didn't put nobody else line up. I said everybody sit down. Victoria, come line up with your book. Amanda, come line up with your book, please. Marion, line up with your book. That hoodie gotta come off. Your shirt gotta be tucked in.
And once I go to the restroom, put 2 fingers in there. Before. Make sure you have my book. I said, make sure you have my book.
Jeremiah, you gotta go to the bathroom?
No.
If you have a book, you need to line up quietly, and your shirts are tucked in, you're going to lunch break, you don't need your binder. No, you're not. You're not getting out of line. No one's getting out this line. No one's getting, go! You gotta wait till the last minute when Jones says you go to the bathroom. Your voices are off. I hear anybody talking. There's no recess. Go there.
Good to see you. Otherwise, go lunch. We got lunch. Stay in your line, man. I love you, though. We're walking, sir. Yeah, there you go. So I know your mind is not talking, right?
Watch what? Huh? No.
Thank you.
What do you do? How would you use what? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, girl. Every time I see you, it just warms my soul a bit.
Oh,
Cause it's like I know it's coming a day I'm not gonna see you no more.
it is, very
And I'm gonna be
soon.
like, oh shit, it's happening. It's happening.
Next month.
She got that.
Hey, y'all late, my boy.